Hey guys, the Dude's Corner here. Today I'm going to be taking apart and reassembling the 2x2. Now just like in my 3x3 teardown, the Rubik's 2x2 and the mini 2x2 will not be able to take apart the same way in this video because their mechanisms are very complicated. Now I don't own a mini 2x2, so sorry about that. So let's just go ahead and get on to the teardown. The mechanism in this cube is similar to the 3x3. Basically, you're going to have edge pieces in the inside of this, and then these are going to be your corners. So basically, the way they make a 2x2 is the same way they do a 3x3. They just cut the middle layers out, and then that's how you get a 2x2. So in the inside, you'll be able to see the edge pieces and the centers. So let's go ahead and take it apart. Let's go ahead and do the white side since I always do white first. Now, you're going to have to make sure you be careful because sometimes in the center here, you might be able to notice a screw. Not all of them have a screw, so you're going to have to make sure you find ones that have a screw. So this one does have a screw, so let's go ahead and screw that off. Okay, and the cube explodes. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull these pieces out until you have just the core. Make sure all the pieces are out. Okay, so you should have one screw and a spring. Do not lose those. I would recommend keeping them together. And then you should have 7 corners, 1 core, and 10 edge pieces. So you're going to want to make sure that you're not missing any of those. So this is my, the core on my 2x2. Some 2x2s, you'll actually have 12 edge pieces and 8 corners, and your one corner will not be attached to the core. Mine happens to be attached to the core, so if yours is not, that's fine. You're just going to assemble this core. So basically some of your edge pieces might have like these weird extensions on them, so you're gonna attach them to make the core just like this. So let's just go ahead and get on to the reassemble. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to find the pieces that match the colors. We have, this piece. We're going to go ahead and slip this one in there. So after we slip this in, we want to make sure we take one of our edge pieces and put it in. Make sure you put this piece in properly. It is very, very easy to mess up. And we got another edge piece that we're going to have to slip in on the other side. Okay, so there's both of our corners in. Now we're going to go ahead and do the next 2 over here. So let's go ahead and put another edge piece in down on this side. Just like that. So let's go ahead and do this yellow corner here. Slip that in, and then there should be another yellow corner, and that should be able to go right in. Now let's go ahead and do these 2 edge pieces to make sure these corners don't slip out. So just like that, and then this one goes in. So this is our base of the puzzle. We're gonna put this aside for now, and we're gonna make our new base. So how we're going to do this is we're going to grab 2 of our corners, make sure they're matching. If they're not matching and you make a mistake, you'll have to disassemble the puzzle. So make sure you don't make a mistake. So we have our edge piece and our 2 corners. You're going to slip this edge piece between the 2 corner pieces' cores. Now we're going to grab another one, stick it in, and we're going to grab our next corner piece. And then we're going to grab another one. Actually, no, before we grab another one, we're going to get the core first. We're going to slip the core of the centerpiece of our core. Should look like this or similar. And we're going to stick it right down in there. Sorry if you can't see, but all those that are assembling this, you should be able to know what I'm talking about. And then we're going to take our last corner, and we're going to go ahead and put an edge piece on it. And then we're just going to carefully slide that in. And then our last edge piece, we're just going to slip in right down there. So there, now we've completed our second core, and we're gonna attach our main core into this. This is when it gets a little difficult, so I would not recommend carrying this because if you do, the pieces will slip out. So carry the other one because it's a little stronger, and you're gonna place it on top. Placing it on top can be kind of difficult. It happened to be pretty simple for me. Sometimes you might have to wedge it in there. So just be careful when you're putting it in. And then the last thing is to put the screw in on the white side, which is the side we took it out on. So make sure you have the spring. You might have to pull the corners out just a little bit. So I'll keep mine like that for now, and then we're just gonna pop that in. Press down on the screw and cover the corners back up over it. And then what you're gonna wanna do is screw that screw right in. Now, when you are screwing the screw in, make sure you do not screw it in all the way, but make sure it's screwed in pretty tight. So not all the way, that way it can still turn. Make sure you adjust it, that way it is just as tight as all the other tensions are on the cube. That way it's not tighter than any of the other spots. So you may have to kind of do a couple of turns on it, just to kind of get an idea of how tight the other ones are, and then loosen the white screw up until it is at an equal tension. So then the cube should be done. So that's pretty much everything for this video. If you like this video, please let me know by hitting the like button down below and hit the subscribe button for more future teardowns that I am going to be doing in the future. Let me know what teardowns you would like to see down in the comments. And thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. So for all those who are still watching, my last video of the unboxing, I just found out that my fidget spinner one actually had a bag underneath the case. So that was kind of cool.